Petiteelliee and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another weekly vlog. This morning started in my favourite way possible for a beautiful, lovely countryside walk, and I'm just currently getting myself ready for the day. I actually tried a new mascara this morning that I'm really excited about because I have seen so many people raving about this online and I am quite impressed with the results. I have to say, this is the Swede mascara, which I feel like is a very odd name. Swede is obviously a vegetable. It's not my favorite vegetable, I'm not going to lie, but it's got these really tiny bristles. Can you see that? So I feel like it really like catches your lashes really well. I've tried this morning and I am very much hoping that this is a waterproof mascara. So I'm thinking there may be a few tears today. I'm not entirely sure, but this is the Cloud Mascara in black. And fingers crossed, if we do have any tears, that it stands the test of time, because I have a very exciting day today. I am going wedding dress shopping. And honestly, it just always feels like every girl's dream. If you're like me and you've been dreaming about your wedding for a really long time, going wedding dress shopping, first of all, is quite nerve-wracking, quite daunting, because you always have that little piece in the back of your head of like, what if nothing looks nice? Or what if I don't like any of the dresses? What if they all look horrendous on me? Or if they don't fit me? Or if I can't even get them up? Like, there's always that little bit of fear, but also just so exciting envisioning what I'm going to be wearing on my wedding day. If you're new here and you don't know, I'm getting married next year in 2026, and we are actually having a Christmas wedding, which I am so excited about. So there's something to take into consideration. That sleeves might be a good option, something a little bit thicker with a little bit more fabric might be a good shout, because obviously it is going to be very chilly in winter time. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that new mascara. I think it's worked really well, and because I've seen so many people raving about it online, sometimes when I see so many people raving about products, it almost puts me off. So it's taken me a little while to try this, but I saw a friend recently and literally complimented her lashes. I was like, oh my goodness me, if you had an LVL. And I have not had an LVL lash lift in the longest time. I stopped getting them done so regularly because I just don't really like the idea of constantly getting all these like chemicals put into my eyelashes, which are obviously right next to my eyes. I like to do it occasionally, maybe for like holidays, if I don't really want to wear mascara. I think it's really handy if you're going skiing, if you're going away somewhere hot, if you just don't want to think about makeup for a week. But on a day-to-day basis, I feel like mascara is always the way forward. And she told me she was wearing the Swede Cloud Mascara, so of course I had to try it, but probably shouldn't have tried it on a day. There may be a few tears, there may not, who knows. But let me show you my outfit for today. Now, I have actually thought really hard about my outfit for today, because obviously I want to look nice, I want to look chic and elegant, maybe a little bit bridal, but I'm also aware I'm going to be taking off my clothes and trying on dresses, so I wanted something that was basically super easy on and offable. I've also popped my hair up because I'm thinking maybe doing a half up half down look for the wedding day. I just think it really suits me. I love that kind of bridal hairstyle where your hair is just like swept off your face. I might even do fully up. I don't know. I haven't thought about my hair for my wedding yet at all. I feel like once you get the dress sorted, then you can start thinking about your hair. So I've just chucked my hair up just to make it as easy as possible. And I've also popped on a little pair of pearls because I wanted to look a little bit bridal. I've just got a super simple bracelet as well. This is a beautiful bracelet from Louise, and the pearls, I think, are Jennifer Bear. I can't remember exactly, but I've popped on my Hobbs jacket, which I am loving at the moment. I just think it's so gorgeous. I love the colorways that are in it. It's like this really beautiful, kind of almost like greyish, but it's not a grey, it's like a black, but it's such a muted black. It is really subtle, really beautiful. I love the gold button details that run down, and I love the fact that it's white. I've got a few of these jackets that are a little bit more off-white, a little bit more creamy, and I do find that when you get cream tones in an outfit, it can be so difficult to match them all together. So I've got my gorgeous little Zara, this is kind of like a jumper tee that I've got on, so it's like a thicker tee, super comfortable, really easy to slip on and off, and then a pair of jeans, which I absolutely adore. They're just a pair of kind of straight leg jeans with some ballet flats, which again, super easy on and offable. I'm not wearing a belt because I just feel like that adds another detail to the outfit, another level of what you need to think about with regards to putting the outfit together. And the slingbacks are just super easy to chuck on and off. With the dresses and bag wise, we're going for my little Mulberry because I am feeling like I need to take a lot with me. And my Mulberry is just one of those bags that I feel like goes with everything. She carries everything that you need. I get a lot of questions about the size. She is the second to smallest size. I think this is the small, and then I think there's a mini after this, but she's just the perfect size for an everyday handbag. I wear her dressed up, I wear her dressed down, and I love her with a look like this where I just want like a super casual bag that I can just chuck on, keep everything that I need with me. Lipstick top-ups, tissues. In fact, I'm trying not to wear too much makeup today because I'm also aware I don't want to get makeup on the dresses. I mean, I think most of them will probably be a slip-on, like a pull-up. I'm sure the shop assistants will be helping me with regards to getting each dress off and on, but yeah, outfit of the day. So we're heading to Anya Bridal, which is a beautiful converted barn bridal shop, wedding shop, which honestly I am so looking forward to. I've actually been there before when my sister got her wedding dress. She actually bought her wedding dress from Anya Bridal. They have so many different designers there, so many different shapes and styles. The staff were absolutely incredible. So I knew when I wanted to book in for my own wedding dress shopping, I had to book in at Anya Bridal because it's very special. It's so beautiful. I'm hoping to be able to take you guys along with us a little bit and just get a few clips of maybe some dresses that I love but are definitely not contenders, because I don't want to show you anything that I'm like considering, obviously, because I don't want Alex to see it. I don't want to give away what I'm going to be wearing on my wedding day, but I'm just so excited for the process. I love trying on wedding dresses and just seeing the different shapes, the different styles, what suits you, maybe going for something a little bit different. I know so many people have said to me that when they actually went wedding dress shopping, what they thought they wanted was completely different to what they ended up with. So I'm so interested to see what it's going to be like for me, because I feel like I know what I want, but maybe I'm going to be one of those brides that goes for something completely different. So yeah, heading to Anya Bridal, the most beautiful wedding shop in my opinion. I'm so looking forward to today. I'm bringing my mum and my sister along, who came on the walk this morning, went on the loveliest walk, literally came home, got dressed, and then heading out to do a little bit of a wedding dress shopping. Might grab some lunch after and just spend a lovely girly wedding planning day together. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. My goodness me, what a dream. What a dream yesterday was at Anya Bridal. I honestly felt like I was living my best princess life. I cannot recommend Anya Bridal any more highly. The ladies were just the loveliest, so sweet. They were so helpful. We were there for hours. And when it comes to wedding dress fittings, wedding dress try-ons, and just kind of appointments, I have heard so many mixed reviews from people that have gone to like different places, that have really struggled to find their dresses. And sometimes people say that you can really feel like a conveyor belt bride, like it very much feels like you're in, you're out, there's a few people at a few different appointments and you need to stick to your time slot. And we did not feel like that at Anya Bridal at all. It does help, I definitely think, to go on a weekday. If you can, I think it is so lovely just to take the day off work, take your best gal pals and just really make the day of it, because it was such a dream yesterday trying on so many different types of dresses, and I actually did not expect to find the one, but I said yes to the dress. I found it. My dream wedding dress, and I did not think it was going to be this easy. Honestly, I thought I was going to be one of those brides that goes to like 10 different like wedding dress try-on shops, tries on so many different designers, and I actually thought I was quite clear in my vision. Like I thought I knew what I wanted, and I'm one of those typical brides that has not gone with what she thought she wanted. In fact, I've actually gone with Mama's choice. It was so cute. What they actually do at Anya Bridal is give you a few pegs so that you can have a little look around, peg a few dresses that you like the look of, and then after that they'll like help you out and bring you similar styles and similar kind of like shapes and dresses and recommendations essentially. And the dress I ended up choosing was actually the first dress I tried on that my mum pegged. my mama picked. And honestly, I just love that. It's a really interesting feeling. I didn't know if it was going to be a very much like, this is it, this is the moment, but I feel like it was a real slow burn, particularly because it was the first dress that we all went, oh my god, stunning, gorgeous, absolutely adore it, amazing. It was kind of like the bar that was set, and then every other dress we tried on, it just did not hit that bar. And it got to a point where I was really unsure whether to say yes there and then, because what I didn't tell you yesterday is we actually had an appointment today. We had 2 days off work booked to do wedding dress try-ons and shopping and just really make the experience of it, because you only get to do this once, fingers crossed. But I actually decided to cancel today's appointment. We left Anya Bridal, said goodbye to the ladies and said, this is the dress that we're going to kind of like set the bar at. This is the one that we absolutely adore. We literally walked outside to the car, and then I turned around to my mum and my sister and said, I don't want to try on any more dresses. That's the one. I don't think I need to do anything else. Like, that is the dress for me. Honestly, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And it's true what they say, you feel like a princess when you choose your dress. So I really hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us and seeing a few little sneak peeks of some dresses that we tried on, which were absolutely beautiful, but definite no's for a lot of different reasons. Like, some of it was just, I'm just not really keen on like this little bit. A lot of them, it was just like a few tweaks that I wanted to make, and I think that was the biggest thing, is the dress that I chose. There was not a single thing that I would change about the dress. I felt incredible. I looked amazing at every single angle, if I do say so myself, and it was so sweet. And your bridal actually sent me away with a little bag to say congratulations, which honestly I absolutely adore. I actually might use this burlap ribbon and use this as a Christmas tree ornament, because I just think that is so sweet. A little Mr. and Mrs. But we have in here a little candle, which honestly smells incredible. A vanilla candle, absolutely adore. This is so cute. Actually, they have in here from Twilight Designs. I've not heard of it before, but a little what's this called? Oh, what's this called? I was about to call it a corset, but it's definitely not a corset. You know what I mean? Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's blue, which I think is so cute. So that can be your something blue, which I didn't actually do intentionally today, but apparently I have my own something blue today, and a little Anya Bridal pen, which is so cute. So yeah, we had the best experience. We were literally sipping tea, coffee, champagne, chocolates for about 2 hours, trying on so many different types of dresses, and they were very kind to let us film in there as well, because they have normally a no phones rule, like a no photos rule, which I actually kind of agree with. So I don't have any photos of the dress, like the dress that I chose, because I do see why they've done it. And as much as you want to like check back and look at it time and time again, when you've gone wedding dress shopping, you're obviously not in your bridal makeup, your bridal hair, you're not looking your 10 out of 10 at best. And I know someone who was a really good friend of mine who was so open and honest when it came to her wedding. Like, she just told everyone everything, and she was really excited to share things. And one of the mistakes I think she made is she showed people her wedding dress before she actually got married. And it meant that everybody felt like they had the right to give their opinion. And it was the most beautiful dress. It was like lace, kind of like mermaid style, with a gorgeous little like flick at the end. And so many people would be like, oh, I never pictured you a mermaid. Oh, I never thought you'd wear lace. Oh, that's a little bit tight. Oh, that's quite fitted. And honestly, I just felt for her, because it got to a couple of weeks before her wedding and she was questioning everything, like, did I make the right decision on the dress? Should I change my dress last minute? And I just had to keep telling her, you look incredible in that dress. And the main thing is you felt incredible, and that's all that matters. So luckily she stuck to the dress, but really regretted doing that. And I do think it is so tempting, especially because I tell Alex everything. Obviously, he's the man I'm about to marry. He's the person that I spend 99% of my time with. I absolutely adore his company, and couldn't not tell him something. Like, I couldn't imagine keeping something from him. So not being able to tell him what my dress looks like, or if I had a photo, not being able to show him, I think is basically impossible. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't get a photo, and so grateful to the Anya Bridal ladies for basically letting us film, letting us have free reign in the beautiful barn. I could not recommend it any more highly. So I actually didn't vlog anymore yesterday because I was kind of a little bit shell-shocked. I really expected this vlog to go differently. I thought it would be a bit of a journey. I thought I'd be showing you lots of different options and getting your guys' opinions of like, what do we think of this? Do we like this? I'm unsure about that, but it really was just a feeling of, this is the dress I want to wear when I marry the love of my life. And one thing we did, which was so funny actually, because if you guys know, my fiance Alex is 6'3". And I stand at 5 foot nothing. I'm 5 foot exactly. It's quite a big height difference. Everyone keeps joking I'm literally gonna have to stand on like a plinth at the end of the aisle in order to kiss him. But obviously one thing I'm so used to doing, like when we kiss or whatever, or just like give him a cuddle, my arms are up here, like to get around his neck. My arms are literally there. And one of the things we did in a couple of the dresses, there was a couple that we actually really did like, that maybe just had 1 or 2 little things. I was like, oh, maybe not that. Oh, I don't think that looks quite right. And there was one dress we really liked actually, which was quite a contender compared to the one that I chose. But one thing I suddenly thought was, basically it was like a dress that kind of had like an attachment. It was a really beautiful like Bardot, very wintry attachment. If you don't know, I'm getting married in winter and it's something I really think is a consideration. I definitely think when it comes to wedding planning, you need your guest list first, then you need your venue, then you need your dress, because that will completely depend on what kind of dress you go for, what kind of year you're getting married. And obviously I really have like winter on my mind when I'm choosing these dresses. And I had this beautiful kind of like Bardot attachment, so it actually came off and then the dress was completely strapless. It was beautiful, but I suddenly thought, hang on, for first dance, for the kiss, I am literally gonna have to put my arms up like this. And the second I did that, it pinged, literally pinged up over my shoulders. And I was like, well, that can't even be a viable contender then, because that is literally not an option for me not to lift my arms up to kiss my what will be husband, which is so exciting. But yeah, it was so lovely. The girls were just absolutely incredible. And as I said, I was a little bit shell-shocked for the rest of the day. Like, did I just do that? Did I just say yes to the dress? Did I just choose my wedding dress? Because this is only the 3rd store I have been to. I don't know if you guys remember, but I did do a little bit of wedding dress shopping last year, which I really enjoyed. I did it actually almost a similar time. I think it was May last year with my best friend Emily in London, and it was so much fun. But one thing I will say is that I do think you do get a slightly better experience if you're not going into London. I find typically the stores are a little bit bigger, they often have a bit more stock, and maybe that's why you get that conveyor belt feeling, because in London obviously they have a lot more appointments, and I feel like going a little bit more like locally is definitely the way forward. So I'm so happy that I got my dress from a beautiful wedding dress store in Hampshire. It just feels very, it feels very fitting. It feels very me, because you know how much I adore where we live. I love living in Hampshire and I love being able to support local businesses. So she said yes to the dress. She is officially an Anya bridal bride. It really does feel like it is all coming together with the wedding. It just blows my mind that I found it this easily, I found it this quickly, and it is safe to say it is my dream wedding dress. I cannot wait until next year to show you guys. Honestly, it's gonna be the longest year wait. I say that, but it's coming around so fast already. I cannot believe that we are getting married next year. But yeah, she said yes to the dress. Honestly, it feels so good to have gotten that ticked off my to-do list with regards to wedding planning. It has been so lovely being able to take you guys on this wedding journey with me, because as you know, we got engaged 2 years ago. It's about 3.5 years from engagement to actually getting married. So it does feel like this is a rather long bridal journey, but one that I really wanted to do super chilled, like super relaxed. The fact that it's literally been a year in between like trying on dresses just goes to show kind of how relaxed I am as a bride. Despite the fact that I am very type A with regards to work, with regards to life, I feel like I've been so type B planning my wedding, but it's all coming together now, which excites me greatly. And you know what has been really helping me is my wedding planner. If I haven't shown you this already, it's the most beautiful wedding planner. I actually got this as a gift from my sister, who is my maid of honor, who got this to me when we first got engaged. It's from Blush and Gold. I'll leave it linked down below. And what I really like about it is how useful it is with regards to like allowing you to do like mood boards and things like that, write down the guest list, and it actually gives really practical information, like practical guidance, especially with regards to dresses. I did not know the terminology for so many of these types of skirts, so many of the types of like necklines we've got here: the mermaid, the A-line, the T-length, the ball gown, the sheath, the column, the high-low, the trumpet, the jumpsuit, the separates. Like honestly, I didn't even know there was that many different types of skirts. And obviously at the top as well, all of the different kind of like bodices. You can obviously have sleeves as well if you want, which was so useful to know. So it's really handy to just do a little bit of research. I was told by a couple of wedding dress shops to have a little look online, and I have to say, I don't recommend that. I had a look online at a couple of different websites, and I almost got a little bit disheartened, because I feel like, and you guys will probably relate to this with me, being a petite girl, particularly a curvy petite girl, I am the opposite of what all models look like. Models are usually stick thin, straight up, straight down, and very tall. So I find that whenever I look at, you know, how the model styles it, or even how like the company has styled it up with a model, I get quite disheartened because I always think to myself, well, it's never going to look like that on me. So actually, after doing a little bit of research online, I stopped myself and was like, stop looking at wedding dresses online. I obviously have like a Pinterest board for the wedding like plan and the mood board. It's going to be really romantic. Obviously, it's going to be dark for a lot of it because it is a winter wedding, a Christmas theme running throughout, and just so us. I've always said that when it comes to our wedding, I want you to walk into the room, and if you were to remove Alex and I from the scenario, to still go, oh no, this is, and if you were to remove Alex and I from the scenario and just to walk into like a random wedding, that you would go, oh yeah, this is an Ellie and Alex wedding. That's what I've always dreamed of. So we've got the mood board, we've got the Pinterest board, but when it came to looking at wedding dresses, I had to stop myself, and I'm so glad that I did, because there were so many that the Annual Bridal girls like brought to me that I probably would have looked at and seen on a model and gone, that would not look good on me, that would not even work. But actually, when they brought them around and like tried them on, they looked amazing, if I do say so myself. Honestly, I felt like such a princess. It was such a fun day. So I'm going to spend the afternoon doing a little bit more Wedman. There's a few more bits that I just need to like do and tick off and just check with the spreadsheet. I am a notebook girl. Alex is a spreadsheet guy, and he created a spreadsheet for me on Excel. So I need to make sure that I actually fill it out. Otherwise he gets rather upset with me. But I much prefer pen to paper. So I'll leave this link down below because it's such a good wedding planner and has been really helping me out on the journey. Oh, it is just the most beautiful blue sky day today. And you know, there is nothing that makes me happier than sunshine, getting outdoors, and especially this week, it feels very fitting and optimistic with how successfully this week has been going with regards to wedding planning. I'm actually heading out this morning, which makes me even happier that the sun is shining. So we're going for a little walk through Winchester, a little brunch at the Ivy, and honestly, I feel like Winchester and sunshine is just my absolute favorite, my favorite place to be. We're going for almost like a bit of a celebratory brunch, like a you said yes to the dress brunch, which makes me so happy. So I'm just getting myself ready. I'm looking a little bit naked with regards to jewelry, and I do feel like jewelry is a really important topic to talk about in the wedding planning. It's something that I feel like can maybe be overlooked, but I do think it's really important to stick to something that feels really you, that feels special, is a little bit different, but is still like intrinsically your style. And as I said the other day, let's be honest, I'm gonna be wearing pearls on my wedding day. They are just so timeless, they're so classic, they are so me. And I think they'd go really well with the dress that I have chosen. So I have some new jewellery, some celebratory jewellery that I think is very fitting to have ordered almost as a bit of a treat for choosing my wedding dress, because this is actually a part of a set that I have had for about 2 years. I've had one piece from the set, and I've been wanting to complete the set for the longest time, because you know me, there is nothing I love more than a matchy moment, and that is with my bags and accessories, that is with my clothes, and that is with my jewellery. So I have some gorgeous bits to unbox with you guys from Lola Rose, which is one of my favourite jewellery brands. They do some really beautiful pieces that are a little bit different, a little bit more unique, and I think you and I can agree that these earrings are the most beautiful thing I have ever laid my eyes on. I mean, how incredible would these be for your wedding day? I actually think as well, if you had like a bridesmaid wearing green, I think these would just be stunning for, I love the fact that you've got the like drop pearl underneath with the gorgeous, is this moissanite, the green gemstone, which I just absolutely adore. Now these earrings as well, which I think is incredible that Lola Rose have done this, you can take off the pearl if you wanted to, so the little pearl drop underneath, and you could literally just wear the stud by itself. I also feel like if you wanted to, you could mix and match with some other pieces in your collection. So you've basically almost got like 2 earrings in one, which I absolutely adore. But of course, my favorite way to wear these is going to be with the pearl drop underneath. How stunning is that? Now for my sister's wedding, I had a beautiful green dress, and I actually think these would have been perfect for when I was her maid of honor. I would have adored these. If you have a bride that's wearing, even if you're going for like cream, I know a lot of people are doing like black and white at the moment, I think these would be so beautiful. I just feel like having a really lovely like dainty little pearl droplet, it's just so bridal. Oh, honestly, you know when you see something online and you kind of have a vision of what it's going to look like, and then it actually looks so much better than what you were expecting. That is how I feel about these earrings. Now, as I said, I already have a piece as a part of the set. I've had this for about 2, maybe even 3 years now. It's the most beautiful necklace from Lola Rose with the moissanite, almost like, is this a clover, would you say? With a little diamante. And what I quite like about this set is it's actually rose gold. And I feel like rose gold is a metal that's almost been a little bit forgotten. I feel like because it was such a trend, a lot of girls kind of went off of it. But especially if you're a pale girl like me, rose gold is such a flattering metal. It's also a great one if you're like me and have a platinum engagement ring or wedding band, because it pairs really, really nicely. Sometimes if yellow gold is too yellow, they can clash a little bit. You know I love mixing my metals, but I will be honest, they can sometimes clash, and I feel like rose gold just pairs so much better. In fact, I'm gonna have to start thinking about my wedding band. I haven't even thought about that yet, to be perfectly honest. It's something that I actually am almost gonna be a little bit sad to wear, because if you haven't seen my engagement ring close up, because let's be honest, it's been a good year or so since I really showed you this. It's a beautiful oval cut, and what it has on both sides is what I think they called an Oxford bridge. Can you see it? It's got this like bridge of diamonds underneath, which gives the beautiful, like really tall kind of silhouette of the ring. And it's actually what I think I see most from my ring, because obviously I've got it on my hand. Most people probably just see the diamond, but I see the Oxford bridge. And it is my favorite part of my ring. I absolutely adore it. It just feels so unique. It feels so special. And I'm gonna be really sad when I have to cover it up. So maybe in order to make up for that, I need to go for a fully diamond encrusted wedding band. I don't know. I'm gonna need to start doing some research on the best places to shop for wedding bands. So let me know where you got yours if you have any recommendations. But not only do we have the earrings and the necklace, we also have a matching bracelet. And you guys may have noticed with regards to my kind of like preferences at the moment, I feel like I'm really loving really dainty, beautiful little pieces like this. I really feel like I've gone off the like big clunky bangles and things like that, and I much prefer just like a beautiful little dainty chain bracelet like this with the pendant detail as well. I just think this is absolutely beautiful. I'm such a green lover in my home, and I feel like I've not really explored green a huge amount in my wardrobe, but I adore how that bracelet looks. Now, tell me if this is too much, but I also actually have a fourth piece that does technically match the set. This is a watch I've had from Lola Rose for, I think again, like 3 years, probably the same amount of time that I've had the necklace. And again, it's beautiful rose gold with the green moissanite watch face. I just absolutely adore this. This is a watch I've had so many compliments on. I am very much like a petite girly with like small wrists, so I find that beautiful like dainty watches as well as dainty jewelry suit me so much better. I'm not really like a clunky watch kind of a gal, and especially in the summer, obviously with your like arms out, I feel like having a big clunky watch is just very, I don't know, just really doesn't suit me. So I much prefer having something a little bit more delicate, and the fact that this literally all matches together in a set, I absolutely adore. I just think it's so fun having like a complete matchy set of all the kind of like same but slightly different pieces. I just absolutely love how they look, and especially on a day like today when I'm wearing quite a basic outfit. You know my motto, basic but not boring. I feel like it really elevates and like brings the outfit to life. In fact, let me show you my look before we go. As I've said, basic but not boring. We're going cute, we're going casual. In fact, we're going for an almost identical outfit to what I wore the other day wedding dress shopping, but kind of just casual down a bit. We're following the same formula of jeans, but instead of the wide leg to make it smarter, we're going for a slimliner to make it a bit more casual. Instead of the tweed jacket, we're going for something a little bit more casual, my gorgeous little Suzanne bomber, which I've had so many questions about. I sized up in this and I'm so glad that I did, because it almost gives this like ballooning around the sides, and I just think it's really cute and really cash with my little Suzanne tee on underneath, which I actually prefer not tucking in at the moment. I'm really loving tees and jeans together without having to wear a belt, without having to tuck in. I feel like it gives me a little bit more like streamlined to my outfit. It's like a bit more, I don't know, sometimes I feel like a belt can break me up and almost like cut me in half a little bit. So I love this, especially for more kind of like casual looks. I've got my little hops and Mary Jane's on, which I absolutely adore. And bag of the day, we're going for the Mulberry Bayswater, my mini zipped Bayswater, which is safe to say is my most worn bag in my collection. If ever you're thinking of investing in a bag that is going to be a workhorse in your collection, the Mulberry mini zip Bayswater in black. I dress her up, I dress her down, I wear her for evenings out, I wear her for daytime like this, and she fits everything that I need inside of her. And she's not too big. Being a petite girl, I find big bags can sometimes overwhelm me a little bit. They don't always look right, if that makes sense, but I do absolutely adore the size of this. It's the second to smallest size. They do a smaller than this, but this I just think is absolutely perfect. The Birkin of my Mulberry bag. So that is the outfit of the day. I am so looking forward to a lovely girly breakfast, a little catch up, and a little celebration for saying yes to the dress this week. Honestly, feels like such a dream. home now, and goodness me, am I feeling a little bit windswept. It's beautiful blue skies today, but the wind is whipping up. Forget about April showers. It is April blusters. April blusters, can we say that? Honestly, it was such a lovely morning in Winchester though. We walked through the cathedral grounds, through the secret garden, which isn't actually a secret garden, but I like to call it a secret garden because I feel like not a lot of people know about it. It's a beautiful landscaped garden, literally just to the side of the cathedral. Free entry, like you don't need to pay anything to go in. And there's literally just like a wall on the cathedral and then a tiny little door with steps leading up to the most beautiful garden. I don't know who does it. It must be volunteers that do the gardening because it is incredible. I feel like it's the perfect seasonal garden as well. So now in springtime, you've got the tulips, you've got the daffodils, you've got the gorgeous spring blooms, and then in summer, the hydrangeas, the roses is absolutely incredible. And then in autumn, you get those beautiful like rusty tones as everything starts to go over. I always get so much inspiration from that garden. It's actually almost like a similar, like it really reminds me of my garden, the kind of like square rectangular aspect of it, but there's like details that they've added in. It's just my absolute favorite. And Brunch of the Ivy, also my absolute favorite. I had a pot of tea, some lovely eggs, and the girls were very complimentary of the new jewelry. They absolutely loved the pieces and they were so sweet and brought me flowers, both two gorgeous pairs of tulips. We've got these really lovely like light white ones with this almost like piping on the edge, this like gorgeous pink piping, and then these literally look like peonies to me. They are absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time this afternoon just doing a little bit of flower arranging, popping these up into a beautiful vase. Oh, I feel so lucky having such lovely friends. I mean, how cute are these? It is Thursday morning, and after a lovely little workout this morning, I'm dressed, I'm showered, I'm fresh as a daisy and enjoying my morning cup of decaf coffee. Still trying to avoid the caffeine at the moment and just switch it up where I can. I find I'm ordering a lot more like teas when I go out because decaf coffee, when you order it out, is never quite the same. That's why I love having my own coffee machine at home. I'm just sitting in the kitchen, looking out onto the garden, seeing the flowers that are starting to bloom, my veg patch, which is growing rapidly by the day, and just appreciating the moment. I feel like sometimes we can forget not to, I don't know, just to like live through life and not really appreciate the moments whilst you're in them, and maybe look back and go, oh, I wish I appreciated that more. Like, what a fun time that was. I mean, what an incredible week it has been. Saying yes to my wedding dress, doing all of the wedding planning. I've got my beautiful little tulips sitting pretty beside me. And I also wanted to thank you guys for all of your help. I've literally popped this out beside me to remind myself to thank you because you guys were so helpful when it came to choosing our wedding confetti. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually a harder decision than it was my dress. I feel like the decisions that are out there are really difficult. I'm so grateful for Shropshire Petals, the fact that they have the samples, because I'm not gonna lie, I think if I would have just chosen it off like seeing how they looked online, I probably would have chosen something different, but it was a resounding decision for Forget Me Not, which is a really beautiful like purple white kind of display with this gorgeous little yellow fleck running through it. And so many of you guys said imagine what that yellow fleck is going to look like. And we used Shropshire Petals for my sister's wedding, which were absolutely incredible. They flutter really well, they're biodegradable, so like all of the venues are okay with them. And I would definitely recommend getting some confetti cannons. So we've ordered a couple of cannons as well as loads of handfuls for everybody to throw, because I feel like the confetti shot at your wedding is just such an iconic shot. Like, it's just such a must. I absolutely adore it. So thank you very much for your help with that. Honestly, it feels like so many things just like falling into place as regards to the wedding, and it's getting me very excited. And I'm so grateful for you guys for coming along with this journey. As I said, I know it's been a long journey from engagement to marriage, but a journey I have actually been really enjoying, and I didn't know if I would. I know some brides really don't enjoy the journey. They find it very stressful, they find it quite lonely, quite isolating. And I do think just giving yourself the like freedom to plan it in as like long a time frame as possible has really helped me enjoy the process more. So anyway, I'm just having a little moment of gratitude. I'm going to do my 5-minute journaling and put in the things that I'm grateful for this week. Enjoy my lovely morning coffee on this sunny Thursday morning. Well, it has been a busy day of filming, and I am ending today with a very exciting bridal delivery. I feel like this could not have come in more perfect time. This is a gorgeous little parcel from Mika, which is a new brand that I've recently discovered. They got in touch with me to ask me if I wanted to receive any of their alternative bridal getting ready wear, because let's be honest, we've all seen the kind of like getting ready photos, and I actually think getting ready is actually such an important part of your day. It's when so many of the photos happen. It's when you're obviously like hyping yourself up, you're with your girls, you're like, you know, getting ready to marry the love of your life, and you want to feel as well as look amazing. So I have been very, very kindly sent one of their gorgeous robes, which I am in love with. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, but it's got this gorgeous like embroidered detail running through that. Can you see that? Just these beautiful flowers, and it's a little bit different. It's not like your classic robe. I actually think this would be perfect over the top of your classic PJs, just like white cotton pajamas. I think this would look absolutely amazing over the top of, obviously when you're getting ready in the morning, you want to make sure that nothing goes over your head, that you can easily take everything off so that when you change into your dress, sorry about the sun. By the way, it seems to be one of those days where it's just going in and out behind the clouds, literally. As I say, that's going back behind a cloud again. But anyway, absolutely beautiful, and I feel like the perfect piece to get ready on your wedding morning. I'm also thinking as well, winter, it's gonna be chilly, even though obviously we will be getting ready inside, it is gonna be quite chilly, so I think I want some layers, and I'm thinking this could look really cute over the top of either maybe white silk or white cotton pajamas, just to really like elevate the outfit. I absolutely adore the detailing of that. We also have some slippers, and I am not gonna lie, I think these are the cutest things I have ever laid my eyes on. I remember for my sister's wedding we were just walking around in the hotel slippers. They're not really much of a vibe. There's a lot of photos in us literally like walking around with these giant hotel slippers just like sticking out of our feet, because I am a size 3.5, so the hotel slippers never fit me. These are gonna fit so perfectly. They are my size, and they are just the cutest thing. I love the fact that you don't have to wear socks or anything. You can just have your beautiful pedicure poking out of the top. I love the padded detail on the bottom as well. Look how squishy that looks. And then they've also really kindly sent over a personalized hair clip. Look at that, the little claw clip with Ellie on it. Oh my goodness, I absolutely adore that, because again, thinking about getting ready, I remember I did makeup first, and then I did hair, and then I did outfit. Because I do feel like even on your wedding morning, it's quite important to like stick to your usual routine. And I feel like everybody has their like routine of like whether they put their outfit on first, whether they do their makeup first, their hair first. What do you do? I'm always makeup, then hair, then outfit. Obviously on your wedding day, outfit's always going to be last, but I do feel like it's important to have something that you can like chuck your hair out of your face, get it out of the way for the makeup artist, but still in something really beautiful. So the fact that it's got Ellie on it in diamantes is just so cute, and the like mother of pearl detailing. Oh my gosh, I'm absolutely in love with that. This is just the cutest little set. Oh my goodness me, I literally feel like I am in my getting ready outfit for my wedding. This excites me like nothing else. The Mika robe is just absolutely beautiful. The kind of like puff sleeves, it doesn't look like nightwear, it looks like getting ready wear, like really luxurious getting ready wear. No pockets, that's a little bit unfortunate, because I would love to be able to like pop, you know, the clip in my pocket and things like that, but I love the way it does up. I love the fact that it's not like a wrap detail. I actually think what would look amazing underneath this as well is maybe like a negligee, you know, like a beautiful little night dress. I think would look gorgeous, so that you can just have something a little bit like sexier underneath. Obviously I'm not like, you know, the sexiest gal. I much prefer just going for the classic PJs. These are actually from Cyber Jammies. They're a cotton pouch. I really like. You could go silk, would also look absolutely amazing. And then the little slippers, I absolutely adore them. They are so cute, and I love the way that they just pull the whole look in together. As I said, it looks like a proper getting ready outfit. I would be so happy getting all of my getting ready shots for my wedding in this look. Oh, I want to stay in this now for the rest of the night. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to get out of it. Honestly, I'm so comfy. I just want to stay in this for the rest of the night. I don't want to change into anything else. I just want to chill at home, feeling and looking beautiful. But I should probably swap into some PJs that are a little less bridal for a lovely cozy evening at home. And I think I'm gonna leave this vlog here, because there has been so much going on. What a week it has been, and honestly I am so grateful to be able to take you guys along with me on this journey. It really feels like I'm not doing it alone. It feels like I've just got the best group of girlfriends that are just coming along for the ride, supporting me, helping me, giving me advice, and I couldn't be more grateful for you for doing that. Honestly, this vlog feels like the kind of vlog I'm gonna come back to in 2, 3, 4 years time, when we've both been happily married for many years, and just remind myself of the feeling the feeling when I tried on and found my wedding dress. Honestly, what a feeling, what a week it has been. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.